Attention Pokemon players, welcome to another TCG Match Up by In the Zone Cards and Games. And today we have Hunter on the left versus Will on the right. And it looks like Hunter will be starting off with a Soul Rock, where Will will be starting off with an Aegislash EX. So let's go ahead and see how this game goes, shall we? And it looks like Will attach an energy for a turn and then play N. Both players shuffling their hands into their decks and drawing cards for the amount of prize cards they have. Since no one's taken any prize cards left, it looks like they'll both be getting 6 new cards and a brand new hand for each of them. As of right now, we have no idea what Hunter is actually playing. All we've seen so far is his active Soul Rock and a Landorus on the bench. It could be any variation on a fighting deck. Where I'm pretty confident in saying that Will is more than likely running a steel deck, judging by the fact that he started off with 2 Aegislash EXs. So as both players get their new hand of 6, what will come next, folks? And it looks like Will be passing it over to Hunter, who himself isn't quite sure what will come next. As he goes through the cards in his hand, deliberating about what to do, it looks like he just might be attaching a tool to one of his Pokemon. And yes, indeed, he's attaching a silver bangle to his benched Landorus. Is there anything else that Hunter will do? And he will. He will play a Skyla, allowing him to search for any trainer card in his deck and add it to his hand. As Hunter goes through his deck, it's a wonder, what trainer could it be? There could be a lot of choices he could go with, and it looks like he's going with a Professor's Letter, and playing said Professor's Letter to get not 1, but 2 fighting energies. Now that he has his 2 energies, Hunter needs to attach to one of his Pokemon, because as of right now, Will has the advantage with having 1 steel energy on his active Aegislash EX. So as Hunter shuffles his deck up nice and well, thinking about what he will do next, because his choice is attaching to the Soul Rock or attaching to the Landorus. It also looks like that Hunter does have a benched Meditite, so now we can say that Hunter is indeed playing a Medicham deck, as he attaches his energy to the Landorus, and passing his turn over to Will, who looks like will attach another energy to his Aegislash EX. And it looks like Will be playing a Professor Sycamore, allowing him to discard his entire hand and draw 7 brand new cards. Those 7 cards can sometimes change the tides of battle, folks. So let's see if Will can do anything with his new hand. And it looks like he can, as he lays down a Bronzor, hoping to get that Bronzong so that he can later Metal Link's energy from his discard to his bench. But until then, that won't be happening today. And after that, it doesn't look like Will was able to do anything else, as he did pass it over to Hunter, where he evolved his benched Meditite into a Medicham. The cool thing about the new Medicham is that it can attack twice per turn. But can Hunter get it ready to get sent out to battle? And it looks like he might do just that, as he plays Karina, allowing him to search for both a fighting Pokemon and an item card of his choice. And it looks like he'll be getting the Drillbur, and what will he be getting for his item card? One can only wonder what mysteries lie inside of that deck. And it looks like he will be going with an escape rope. So we're left to wonder what he'll be doing with that escape rope. With Landorus having 1 energy on it and Silver Bangle on it, he could potentially be doing 50 damage to that active Aegislash EX and start getting some damage on the board. However, the only downside to that is he has no energy in his discard pile to go ahead and throw on to his Medicham, because Shout of Power allows you to put 1 basic energy card from your discard pile on to one of your benched Pokemon. And it looks like the Drillbur will be benched, and as Hunter sorts through his hand wondering what to do, the audience wonders, what will he do? And it looks like he'll be attaching a second energy to his Landorus. Now, folks, I don't know if he's going for that second attack. Many people don't use the second attack on Landorus, but who knows what will happen. As he uses the switch to bring out his Drillbur, a lot of things have been going differently in this battle. As Will takes his turn attaching yet another metal energy to his Aegislash EX, fully powering up Aegislash for an attack. And it looks like he'll be playing a Professor's Letter to get 2 more energy to his hand. And it looks like he'll be using those energies as fodder for his Ultra Ball, allowing him to search through his deck for a Pokemon and add it to his hand. And it looks like he got the Bronzong. Now with those energies in the discard pile, he'll be able to use Metal Links to attach him to one of his benched Pokemon. And guess what, folks? That energy is going to his other Aegislash EX. And will end his turn with a Slash Blast for 100 damage, knocking out Hunter's Drillbur, as Will has the early lead still, having one prize card up. What Pokemon will Hunter bring to the active zone? And it looks like he's bringing back good old Solrock. Hopefully Solrock will do some damage for Hunter. We need some damage on that Aegislash EX to start whittling him down. As Hunter goes through his hand, it's a wonder what he'll do. Looking at what his opponent has set up and thinking what his opponent has the possibility of doing. And it looks like, unfortunately, he wasn't able to do anything, with Will taking another turn and doing another Metal Links to get a second energy onto that benched Aegislash. It is one energy away from being fully powered up. And it looks like the turn will end with yet another Slash Blast for knockout. As Hunter brings up his Medicham, hopefully things will go good with this Korrina that he played, allowing him to search for another Pokemon and another item card. Hopefully he can turn the tides of this uphill battle. And it looks like he'll be getting a Meditite that he'll be able to put on the bench so that way he doesn't get donked out of this battle. Now, as he searches through his deck for an item card, hopefully he has a Battle Compressor in his deck to get some energy into that discard, so that way he can utilize Landorus' ability to start powering up the Medicham. As we wait to see what he gets, it looks like he'll be getting an Ultra Ball. As he shuffles his deck away, we have to wonder if he will be playing that Ultra Ball. As he goes through his hand to see what he has available to him, it looks like he will be playing the Ultra Ball, discarding another Ultra Ball and a Medicham. What could he be searching for in that deck to help him out now that he didn't already have in his hand? As he goes through to take a look, we're left wondering, what could it be? He already had the Medicham. He has the Meditite. Could he be going for another Landorus? And it looks like he'll be getting another Medicham. Odd turn of events there, but who are we to question his play? He might have something cooked up that we don't even know about. We'll just have to keep on watching this battle to find out what will happen next. As he adds the Medicham to his hand, and his opponent decides to cut his deck, we're still wondering what will happen to this game. Who will become up top as victor? And it looks like Hunter will be playing an escape rope, forcing his opponent to switch out his Aegislashes, and Hunter allowing himself to bring up the Landorus. And it looks like Hunter will end his turn with a Shout of Power for 50 damage on that Aegislash EX. Now Will begins his turn, drawing a card, and it looks like he'll be benching down a Heatran. As he goes through the rest of his hand, debating what he can do, he'll be playing a switch to bring out the other Aegislash that does have the 3 energy required to attack, and is not damaged. So, as Will takes one final look at everything he has available to him, it looks like that he will be getting ready to play another Bronzor, onto the bench, and playing a VS Seeker to get a supporter card back from his discard pile to his hand. And it looks like he chose to use Professor Sycamore, discarding his entire hand to get 7 new cards. You better be careful not to deck himself out too much. And he attaches a Muscle Band onto his Aegislash that he got from his new hand, and benching a Dialga EX. And as Will goes in for the kill, knocking out that poor Landorus. And Hunter brings out his Medicham, and evolving his other Meditite into Medicham. We're hoping that he can get something to turn the tides of battle. Things are not looking good for him. And as Will goes on to his next turn playing Battle Compressor to discard cards from his deck to his discard pile. Getting those steel energy in there will allow him to use metal links to be able to grab them from the discard and attach him to his benched Pokemon, as he just did to his Dialga EX. And as Will plays another Professor's Letter, getting more energy to his hand, ever yet thinning out his deck. And it looks like he'll just be getting one energy this time, which means he's either choosing to take one, or there's only one left in his deck. So he needs to be careful and think his next moves through thoroughly. As he goes through his hand and Hunter cuts Will's deck, it looks like he will be attaching that energy to his Dialga EX. Now Will Slash Blast to get another knockout on the Medicham. This might be Hunter's last turn to turn things around. And it looks like he draws into a strong energy. Unfortunately, Aegislash can't be hurt by special energy, and it looks like Hunter concedes the battle. Until next time, folks, remember, if you want to play a game, be sure that you're in the zone.